was 19, pulling into the driveway after a double shift at the garage when I saw the sold sign, standing in my front yard like a middle finger. The locks were changed. My duffel bag was sitting on the porch, topped with a sticky note in my mom's perfect cursive handwriting. It said, "We're heading to Florida for a fresh start, Jax. You've always been so resourceful. You'll figure it out." They didn't tell me. They just traded my childhood bedroom for a down payment on a retirement condo with a view of a swamp. For 2 years, my world was the size of a Ford F-150. I slept in the cab, showered at the 24-hour gym, and spent my free time at the public library, teaching myself 3D modeling and industrial design. I wasn't just surviving, I was obsessed. Fast forward 10 years, I'm the guy you call when you want a custom 5-figure dining table that looks like it belongs in a museum. My shop in Chicago occupies a whole city block. I have 15 employees, a wait list 6 months long, and a penthouse that actually has walls. Then the ping heard round the world. My mom, the woman who hadn't checked if I was alive for a decade, liked a photo of my new showroom on Instagram. 5 minutes later, my phone rings, an unknown number from the 941 area code. "Jax, honey," her voice was like cheap saccharin. "We saw your feature in the magazine. We are so proud. Your father and I, well, we've had some tough breaks with the Florida real estate market. We're actually back in town, staying at a motel. We'd love to see the new place. Maybe even move into that guest suite we saw in the photos." I felt the ghost of that sticky note itching in my pocket. I invited them to my showroom. I let them walk through the rows of walnut and steel. I watched them touch the grain of a table that cost more than their swamp condo ever did. My dad was already eyeing the bar cart, like he'd already moved in. "So, Jax," he said, clapping me on the shoulder, "when can we bring the suitcases over?" I smiled, the most expensive smile I've ever worn. "Oh, Dad, you remember that note? The one about me being resourceful?" I walked them to the door and handed them a business card. Not mine, but for a local U-Haul rental. "The motel checkout is at 11 a.m., I said, my voice as cold as a Midwest winter. "But don't worry, I know you'll figure it out." I didn't wait for them to start screaming. I just turned back to my work and finally closed the door.